So we're going to sing it through once. You'll get it, and the lyrics are up there, so you'll get it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. That's it. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. Ask me. Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
I know that.
I know that.
Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. Again, when I'm down,
When I'm down,
turn to you.
turn to you.
When I'm down,
When I'm down,
pull me through.
pull me through.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. See?
All alone, feeling broken, I don't know where to go. Got a feeling if I pull in, Spirit's opening the door. So I'm asking, passing time while I'm crashing in a lap, sad gas, no confusion, and it's slow. A little knowing that won't let go. Can't ignore it, and you know I won't, 'cause it's growing in the open. No more hoping now. Spirit holds my soul and says you gotta let me love you now. You are worthy of this love, so why not let me love you now? You are worthy of this love. Yeah.
I surrender
I surrender
every little thing.
every little thing.
I surrender.
I surrender.
Hear me sing.
Hear me sing.
I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. Worthy. I am worthy of His love. I am worthy of His love. Yes, I am worthy of His love.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Y'all sound great.
Good
All right.
morning.
Good
All right, another
morning.
sing along just to keep you awake for the morning. All right. I open to the good that is mine. I open to the good that is mine. I open. I open. I open, open, open to the good that is mine. That's it. I open to the good that is mine. I open to the good that is mine. I open. I open. I open, open, open to the good that is mine.
Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept thee, all good, so good all the time. Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept thee, all good, so good all the time.
To the good that is mine. I open to the good that is mine. I open. I open. I open, open, open to the good that is mine. I
Holy, good,
open.
holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept thee, all good, so good all the time. Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept thee, all good, so good all the time. Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is holy mine. Bless me, let me now accept thee, all good, so good all the time.
They want to do it again. They like it.
All right.
Let's give them another hand. Melissa and Z, thank you. Good morning, my beloved spiritual community. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Capistrano Valley in beautiful, sunny San Clemente. My name is Judy Chapman, and I am your assistant minister, and I'm delighted that you are here today. You are going to be so happy that you are here in the building and on Zoom today, because it is a dynamic, beautiful day. We have such fabulous things for you today, as we do every Sunday. So who are we? Who are we? We are a trans-denominational center. We are ultra-denominational. We are multi-denominational. What does that mean? That means you're welcome. You're welcome here. Whoever you are, whatever path you've been on, wherever path you're going, you're welcome here. This center teaches the science of mind, and those are the tools that we learn to use to make our lives better. I know it certainly did it for me many, many, many years ago. So welcome everyone to our center. I am going to start this morning with the flames of faith. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples, all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence that we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience that we honor here today. We light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and the practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring that Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and the path of peace. We light the candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And as our practitioner, Bonnie Charney, lights that last candle, let it represent the path that brought you to this center this day. Now please join me for 2 minutes of sacred silence.
invite you to leave all care and concern at the door and mentally join me in the divine flow of love, the loving consciousness that is pure spirit, that is ever present, all-knowing, all-powerful. And this divine one that is beauty, joy, harmony, is expressing itself as we go through our service together, whether you are at home, via electronics, or here with us at the Center for Spiritual Living. I am so grateful and know that this beauty, this love, this harmony is manifest by all of our musicians, by the beloved Reverend Z and Reverend Dr. Melissa, who share great fun with us today, and by the consciousness of all who are participating in our service. For this and so much more, I am grateful. I am grateful that the Center for Spiritual Living is here. I am grateful for our philosophy that helps us grow. And with deep love and gratitude, I claim this beauty, this harmony, this love as the good for our service today and beyond. And please join me, knowing that this is done, and anchor it by saying, "And so it is." Please join me with our global vision. We see a world that works for all, where people live according to spiritual truth, where unity and connection is emphasized, where people have enough food, homes, and a sense of belonging, and where there is peace, harmony, and justice for all. Today's affirmation: I breathe gentleness into all the ways our communities and cultures evolve, and so it is.
Thank you, Bonnie. That was wonderful. So, Grand Rising, everyone. I'm so happy to be able to introduce our music and our message today. They're coming to us with the gifts and the wisdom and the depth that only these two individuals can bring as they pull it all together. So I want to tell you a little bit about them. I've known these two people for 10 years or more, and they open hearts everywhere they go, and they tickle your mind with the wisdom and the music that comes forward. But there's a little bit more you need to know about Reverend Dr. Melissa Phillippe and Reverend Z. Egloff. Both of them have been longtime students and teachers of this philosophy of consciousness and transformation. They're both ordained ministers with the Centers for Spiritual Living and holding master's degrees from Holmes Institute. Z also holds a master's in spiritual psychology, and they did a wonderful job demonstrating that yesterday at our Enneagram workshop. It was a really wonderful opportunity for us to learn more about ourselves and each other. And Melissa has an honorary doctorate for her contributions to the field of New Thought music. Melissa and Z are the founders of Oh My God, which is an online and traveling ministry. If you are pulling around the back of the lot, you might have saw their traveling home on Facebook. They share their travels all up and down the country when they go across the country, up and down the country. It's a wonderful travel log. I invite you to check it out. And I also invite you to check out their virtual ministry in their virtual home on ohmygod.com. There's lots of information. You're going to hear ohmygodlife.com. Yes. You need to get the other one too, so that direct people to it. But it's ohmygodlife.com, where they offer videos and music and books and classes and more. They speak and perform and facilitate workshops and do services like ours all across the country, nationwide. And so without further ado, I would like to bring up Reverend Dr. Melissa Phillippe and Reverend Z. Egloff.
Thank you, Reverend Dr. Alice. Thank you so much for inviting us back. It's been a couple years. Okay, so it takes a village to be Melissa and Z, so we would like you to join us on this first song. Are you willing to do that? Okay. It's going to be a call and response, and it has words and moves. So we're gonna review the moves with you. Okay. We're gonna clarify.
Clarify.
So I say it, you say it back. Clarify.
Clarify.
Magnify.
Magnify.
And then I say occupy, and you say occupy your faith. Not your face, although feel free to occupy your face. Okay, so let's put those together. We're going to clarify.
Clarify.
Magnify. Occupy your faith. And then we're going to glorify.
Glorify.
Testify.
Testify.
Fortify your faith. Beautiful. Okay.
There's also
that's
a
part
singing
one
part.
of 17. No. Okay. There's only one other part.
Aw. All right, so the other part you're going to sing with me, and it goes, fortify, fortify, fortify your faith,
Fortify your faith.
fortify.
Fortify.
You can do a little move on this next one. Fortify,
Fortify.
fortify your faith. That's it.
That's it. You got
That's
it.
the chorus.
Okay. The awesome band is going to back us up here. When I was a child, a little bitty baby child, I didn't believe in nothing. Faith is for suckers, I told myself. People who are weak, people who need help. But all around me, everyone would say, you gotta believe, you gotta pray. Believing in nothing ain't no way. Here's what you gotta do each and every day. You gotta clarify,
Clarify.
magnify,
Magnify.
occupy your faith. And then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith. Oh!
You got to fortify, fortify your faith. And you got to fortify your faith. Oh, yeah.
Time went on, and I grew up. I started to question. I said, what's up with my life, the world, the universe, and how things work? Why am I here? Tell me now, what's my worth? I started to notice synchronicities and a power beyond what I could see. Next thing I knew, I heard Spirit say, here's what you gotta do. Each and every day, you gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith. And then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith. Oh!
You got to fortify your faith. You got to fortify your faith. Oh, you can do it.
Thank you. All right. You guys are awesome. Okay. So how do you fortify your faith? Well, maybe you come here, right? And you feel it, and then you leave, and then someone cuts you off on the freeway, or whatever, right? So through our spiritual practice, we fortify our faith, but there are some times when it's harder to feel the love. Do you know what I mean? Love for ourselves, love for others. So what we want to talk about today is those times when it's harder to get there, harder to get to the love, harder to get to knowing the spiritual truth of our magnificence. We each want to share a story about finding the love for ourselves and finding the love for others. How's that sound? Good? All right. Melissa is going to get us started. Thank you, Melissa.
You're welcome, Z. So, have you ever been triggered? No, a lot of denial here. I see how it is. No, never. Okay, so my definition for myself of being triggered is when looking from above, from a purely objective viewpoint, the reaction I had is maybe not totally logical. That's a good definition, right? Yeah, like someone is in front of you at the speedy checkout aisle of 10 items or less, and they have 13 items in their basket. Am I the only one that inside my head I'm always counting? Always, I can't help it. Yeah. And then sometimes I really do, like I have this whole monologue with them or a conversation with them that I don't think God have allowed anymore. But about the 13 items and like, what are you doing? Counting all of the vegetables as one thing? I mean, really. So I used to live my whole life like that. Everything triggered me and made me judgmental and angry or miserable. It was great. You could say I was trigger happy, minus the happy. So maybe I was trigger unhappy, that's it. My summary now of all the work I've done in all my years of spiritual path of recovery and 12-step and Centers for Spiritual Living and Toltec stuff, all of those, I have one final summary that is, if we are feeling toxic bad, we are believing a lie. If you are feeling toxic bad, you are believing a lie. You can have a thought of a lie and not believe it. You won't go there. Now, I do want to say grief is a separate little island. I like to call it its own little island. You know, grief, everyone's experienced grief, right? You all have, you know what that is. It has its way with you, whether you give it permission or not. In its timing, which is sometimes random and odd and weird. So that it's got its own little island, grief. My experience, though, of even with grief is that when I really fully allow all the feelings and I am deep in grief, I end up in a grateful space of love for what I have lost. So even that doesn't have that toxic feeling in it when I'm really allowing it. And how we get out of that toxic feeling is we find the lie that we're believing and we replace the lie with the truth. Well, that sounds lovely, doesn't it? And I made it sound so easy, too. It's not that easy. And for some of us, when we're in the lie, we're like, first of all, it is the truth. The lie is the truth. But no, not if you're feeling toxic bad. And then also it can be really hard. Like, where do I find the truth? I can't find the truth from here, right? If you're down in a pit, kind of hard to see the truth. So here's the thing. The truth is always on the flip side. Always right on the flip side. Years ago, many years ago now, actually, I was doing this. I was touring and doing music all by myself. How sad. Everybody go, oh, right? Didn't have Z yet. Very sad. So I was traveling around the country, working my little butt off. It was intense and sometimes great.
And one time I left town and came on tour for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And I came home, and this was back in the day before the internet. Yeah, that's how long it was. That's how old I am. I came home to a stack of bank notices in my mail. You know that's not a good thing. It turns out, when I had been briefly home between trips, I did all my bookkeeping like a responsible adult. Only I entered a deposit twice. And then I saw my balance with that entry, that little extra deposit that didn't actually happen. And I paid down some debt, because back then I had debt. So I paid extra on this credit card. Only the money wasn't there, right? So when I came home, I found these notices, and I found I had not only had I made this horrible error, there were now $650 of charges from the bank for the mess I had made. And now at the time, I have to say, I was in practitioner training. I'd been around here, these teachings, and I'd been in recovery for a long time. I was actually working with a Toltec master, and really, I knew the truth. I knew the truth. But by golly, I kept forgetting it. Money can be a particular trigger for me, especially back then. So I was just stuck in this triggered, unhappy place. And one day I thought, I'm going to go do this radical transformation meditation that I have that I know can shift something, at least make it something better than this. And I actually told my sweetheart at the time, I'll just be like 10 minutes. That's like what it takes for me to do this. But I came out an hour and a half later, and he was a physician, and he took one look at me and said, "Are you okay physically? Because you don't look so good." And I said, "I just realized my mother hates me." To which he said, "You're just figuring this out?" He said, she says horrible stuff to you all the time, and not to your siblings. So 2 weeks later, I was with my best friend, and I said to her, I'm still in shock. And I said, I just realized, that my mom hates me. To which she said, "You're just figuring this out?" She says horrible stuff to you and not to your siblings. It was like word for word. So in this meditation I had done, I was looking for the lie. And feeling like, of course, I don't know what the heck it might be, but as I searched my life, I found this lie was hidden under the stories my mother used to tell me. So my mother, when I was growing up, this gets better. Don't panic, y'all. It's not going to all be sad. When I was growing up, my mother used to say to me, "You are the best fight I ever lost with your father." See, you all get it right away. I heard that all the time when I was growing up, and I didn't realize what it was doing inside of me until I did this meditation. And I thought, gosh, that's not a very nice thing to say. And then there's a lot of other things that she said through the years. And I realize now, it wasn't me she didn't want. It was another child, another baby. All those diapers, all that stuff. My dad wasn't doing that stuff. So, we had a good healing later, but at the time, that was a big deal. And I got to see that what was the lie for me that I had come to with that kind of story being told to me over and over is, I do not deserve to be here. I shouldn't be here. I wasn't wanted. Except for by my dad, I guess, right? Always when you look for the lie, you're going to probably find that it's going to be some version of, I am not enough. I am not okay. Mine was, I do not deserve to be here. I should not have come. The good news is I kept doing the meditation. I didn't stop there. I kept doing it to find the flip side. On the flip side of that lie, what was the truth? Well, the truth wasn't hard to see if I was willing to find it, that Spirit wanted me here. Spirit wanted me here then. That's through my dad and through my mother's caving in and saying, okay, fine. And Spirit still wants me here. I mean, I'm a recovering drug addict. I shouldn't be here. Spirit wanted me here and wants me here still, and every breath I take is confirming the evidence that Spirit wants me. I see you shaking your head. So I want to remind you, that is the truth for you. You are not a mistake. You are not enough. You can't not be enough. You're divine. You're made of that stuff. That divine stuff that is everything. That is who and what you are. That is what you are made of. Your very essence. And every breath you take is Spirit saying, I want you. I want you to stay here in this body right now. Every breath. So you can imagine that since that day of going from I don't deserve to be here to Spirit wants me here and wanted me here all along, it changed my life. It was a complete turnaround. And ever since then, my life has gotten better and better and better. I'm still, releasing layers of shame and all that stuff that we all work on forever. But I'm happier. I'm happier and happier. One of my mantras for myself is I stand in unapologetic confidence, knowing the truth of my divine nature. And I think of that Verizon guy. You remember those ads? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So one of the things that I say to myself when I feel like I'm starting to go into a dark, triggered place is I ask myself, can I love me now? Can I love me now? Can you love you now? Yes, yes. The answer is yes, you can. There's this quote. We have a couple books. We have 4 books now, actually, but one of the things is a daily thing with Z's beautiful cartoons. This is Z's cartooning. Cute, right? Okay. Sometimes I get stuck. When that happens, I may think the solution is a million miles away, but that's not true. Love is always right here, right here. And love can do anything. Anything. Today, I remember the power of love. I remember that I can call upon love to help me in whatever I'm going through. Love can join me if I'm miserable. Love can also join me when I'm happy. Love is always welcome. I welcome love today. What's beautiful for me about my journey with this, looking for the lie, finding the truth on the flip side, is that more and more today, I still get triggered. I react to the world with an emotional experience, but the trigger actually is joy, gratitude, and happiness. So I'm actually trigger happy now. Yay. And more, that's what I experience, and more joy, and more things, little tiny things that remind me that I am a miracle. You are a miracle. Life is a miracle. Everything is a miracle. So my invitation to you, our invitation to you this morning is that if you are feeling this toxic badness ever, that you remember to look for the lie and check the flip side and find the truth so that you too can live a trigger-happy life. Z?
Thank you, Alyssa. All right, so we find the lie, we check on the flip side. We find love for ourselves. Now, I want to take it up a notch and talk about finding love for others. And to do so, I've got a little story I'd like to share with you that I affectionately call the spiritual retreat from hell. Would you like to hear it? Okay. So this was about 15 years ago. Melissa and I went to the spiritual retreat. These days we often facilitate them, but this retreat, we were attending the retreat, and I didn't know anyone there except Melissa. So I was feeling a little kind of shy. I'm actually pretty introverted. The first night, we all gathered together. So this was held in a hotel, and there's a conference room where we did all the communal gatherings. And so we go to this first night, meet and greet, get to know each other. And it seemed like, it was going pretty well. I should mention that this was a women's retreat. And the way I describe myself is gender rich, whole lot of gender going on. My pronouns are they, them, or as I like to say, they. I'm so sorry. That's mostly what I get. Yeah. I was born into the body of a little girl, but the girl category never quite fit, but boy didn't quite fit either, Nowadays, if someone says, are you a boy or a girl, I say, yes. Or, do I look like I know? Yeah. So I have known this about myself for a really long time, like years, decades, over 40 years. But it took a while for the world to catch up about folks like me. I'm really grateful for the younger generation for giving language to this. Like 15 years ago at this retreat, there was no they people like me. Non-binary is kind of the general term. So 15 years ago, at this retreat, I was not as comfortable expressing myself and being grounded in who I am, right, as I am now. And so at this retreat, I was a little more like, I've had gone to the women's bathroom and they scream and not in a good way, So I was just worried how's this gonna go? But it seemed like, okay, all right, it seems like it's good. Melissa and I go back to our room for the night, and Melissa goes right to sleep. And I don't always. It sometimes takes me a while to fall asleep. So I'm lying there, and I'm realizing that I'm hearing voices in the next room. And as they're talking, because the walls are really thin, I realize, it sounds like it's two women from the retreat. And I can hear them talking about the retreat. And then I realize they're talking about me. It's one voice in particular, and she's saying things like, I don't understand why she has to look like that. And this is a good one. I don't understand why, if she hates men, she has to look like one. I'm like, okay. Like you'd think of things later to say, I could have yelled through the wall, I don't hate guys, I'm part guy myself, but no, I didn't think of it at the time. We all know that people talk about us, right? It happens. But to actually hear it? Yeah, that's another story. It was kind of like being kicked in the gut, Now I have to say, I was a good little metaphysician even then, and so I realized, okay, I came to this retreat, and I was worried about what the other participants might be thinking of me. And here I attracted an experience of finding exactly what one of the other participants thought about me, right? Now, the knowledge that consciousness is creative is powerful. And it's very easy to go to how did I create this with my consciousness, right? That heaviness, which I love the idea instead of saying, how can I heal this with my consciousness, right? Because we all know, I know that you all know, that we've had things happen to us that seem like the worst possible thing that could happen, which then becomes the best thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah? Okay. So I was trying to just I'm just going to stay open. I'm just going to stay open, right? Nevertheless, the next morning, when we had the next morning get-together, I'm scanning the room, trying to figure out who had that voice, because that voice was in my head. I knew the voice. And it was a little problematic because there was two different women who had that voice, which was a dilemma for me because now I did not know which one to hate. Did I mention that this is a spiritual retreat? Yeah. All right. So at one point, not long, I found out who it was because they were right next to us at the place, right? So we all go back from a break in the retreat or something, and we're there, and we were both outside the rooms, and so I was able to say to them, and it was indeed one of the two women, I was able to say, hey, just so you know, the walls are kind of thin here, so, we can hear everything you're saying, And it was interesting, though. I found it did not bring me the satisfaction that I thought it would to, tell her, And also, now that I knew who it was, I found out other things about her. I realized she was a couple decades older than me. So back when she was coming up, there was, no gender-rich individuals roaming free, right? She also came from a conservative religious background. Again, none of this, right? So, and I also couldn't help but think, because it still was on replay in my head about what she had said, right? But pretty much everything she said started with, I don't understand why, ... right? She just didn't understand. So at some point, we do a spiritual practice where we go within, because this was, after all, a spiritual retreat. And in this place, I was able to connect with love, with the one source, one power that is in and through all of creation, including right here. And so I'm in this place and feeling the truth, feeling that love. And in that place, I think about my little neighbor and what she said, and thinking about, to the degree to which she was judging me, that couldn't have felt good. It doesn't feel good. It's why there's all these songs about love still. We all want to feel that, right? That's what feels good, is to feel love for others. And I was thinking, if she could think about it, even step back a little, she would see that she wants to love me. The lie was, she wants to judge me. The truth was, she wants to love me. And it became this mantra that I just said again and again, not even more forcing myself to say it, just she wants to love me. She wants to love me. And from that place, it was very easy to forgive her. Not forgiveness oh, I'm better than you, but I get it. I get it. I see you, But not only that, there was another layer, which is I wanted to love her. Because I was being judgy about her judgment, which basically made me double judgy, which sounds like a particularly bitter flavor of ice cream, right? I'll have 2 scoops of double judgy, please. Yeah. So I wanted to love her. I did. And not only that, I want to love me. Because it is true. It was no accident that I heard that conversation. I did attract that experience to me because I still had all my own unhealed stuff about me. If I had that experience now, it maybe would sting a little, but it would not have the same reaction. I would just right away go to, she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand, right? And so it was precisely because I had that experience and worked it that I now am who I am now and am totally cool with it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's I got there, and it was an inside job. I never had to go and confront her and talk with her. In this case, it was I needed to find those lies. I needed to find those lies and then find the truth on the flip side. And it is no accident that I got there with spiritual practice. Because spiritual practice shines a light on the lies. And it guides us to the truth on the flip side. There's a story I love about a guy goes to the doctor and he says, "Doctor, I hurt all over, everywhere, every place. I'm in pain." And the doctor says, "Well, can you be a little more specific?" And he says, "Oh, okay, right here, my temple, oh, ow, right there, ow. And my elbow, right, ooh. And my knee, right there, ooh, ah." Doctor says, "I think I see what's going on." They examine him a little bit, and then they go, "You have a broken finger." So when we look at life through a fractured lens, everything hurts, right? But when we ground ourselves in spiritual practice, we see the truth. We see the love. We find the lies. We check on the flip side. We see the truth about ourselves and we see the truth about others. They want to love you. You want to love them. And you want to love you. Because love is always on the flip side. And now Melissa's going to do one more thing with you.
Please repeat after me. Every breath I take
Every breath I take
is evidence that Spirit wants me.
is evidence that Spirit wants me.
I am enough.
I am enough.
If I forget this truth,
If I forget this truth,
I look for the lie
I look for the lie
and I check the flip side
and I check the flip side
to see the truth.
to see the truth.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I love others,
I love others,
and others love me,
and others love me,
even if they don't know it yet.
even if they don't know it yet.
They want to love me,
They want to love me,
and I want to love them.
and I want to love them.
I stand
I stand
unapologetically confident,
unapologetically confident,
knowing the truth of my divine nature,
knowing the truth of my divine nature.
because I rock.
Because I rock.
You rock.
You rock.
We all rock.
We all rock.
Because Spirit rocks.
Because Spirit rocks.
And so it is.
And so it is. Amen. Let us pray. I invite you to take a deep breath. Exhale with a sigh.
Love goes ahead of me. Love blesses my way. With the power of life itself, it goes forth before me, infuses all I do and say. It is love that leads me today.
There is only one energy in and through all of creation. And in this moment, right here, right now, I call it love. Love is the force. Love is the power. Love is all that I am. That is the truth of everyone here in this room, everyone watching at home, everyone, everywhere. We are love. And so I speak a word right here, right now, about the love that we are. Claiming and knowing that for each one of us, we allow ourselves to get out of the way and let love do its thing with us. Allowing the love in us, as us, to find those lies and to transform them into the truth. The only truth. I am so grateful for this transformation. I am grateful that as each of us are transformed into knowing more and more who we are, that this love moves forward effortlessly, easily into everyone we see, everyone we touch, everyone we know, reverberating, emanating love throughout our communities, and throughout the entire planet and the universe itself. And with great gratitude, knowing that this is done, that as I say yes, Spirit says yes, 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 absolutely yes. And as I release this, if you are in alignment with this prayer, please repeat after me, Amen. And so it is.
With the power of life itself, it goes forth before me, infuses all I do and say. It is love. It is love. It is love. That leads me today in every way.
Okay, we have another song for you. Again, it's got moves, but this one's pretty easy. So the spoken word chorus goes like this. Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love. Say that with me. Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love. And the part where it comes in the song is a little tricky. So listen when I say, hush little baby, 'cause there's just this love. So you have to be present and pay attention. That's like deep spiritual practice right there. All right. Here's something that isn't true. There aren't 24 hours in a day. I mean, there are, but only because we say so. Because thousands of years ago in ancient Egypt, someone stuck a stick in the ground and watched the shadows to try and measure the arc of a day. And don't get me started on this trip called time, the trippity-slippity thing that doesn't exist in the first place. I ain't no Einstein, but I tell you what, there's only one thing that ever stuck that doesn't need a stick in the ground for me to trust it. Hush, little baby, 'cause there's just this love. Love is the only truth, love, and the only truth is love. Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
When I let go of all that I believe, what is left is true. Release the stories of things I see, and all I see is you. In the spaces between starlight, in the shelter of the dark, in the memories of sweet goodbyes, the beating of my heart. It's you. All that is you.
Here's something else that isn't true. What we call love, right? There's a guy at work, you don't even know his name, but you're sure he's the one who can satisfy that need that hurts and howls and wants what's real, till you find out he's married or gay or not gay and can't give you anything but need, and more needs he love doesn't ask. Love only answers, and the answer is always yes. I don't know much, but I tell you what, there's only one thing that ever stuck, that doesn't need anything from me to trust it. Hush, little baby, 'cause there's just this love.
Love
Is the only truth,
Love.
and the only truth is love. Love
Love
is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
When I let go of all that I believe, what is left is true. Release the stories of things I see, and all I see is you. In the spaces between starlight, in the shelter of the dark, in the memories of sweet goodbyes, the breaking of my heart. It's you. All that is
Together,
you.
Is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
All that
Is the only truth, and the only truth is love. Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
all that
Is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
you.
Is the only truth. Thank you, band.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's hear it again. Beautiful message. Wonderful, wonderful music.
Thank you.
It's time for our conscious, committed giving. If our stewards would come forward, please. If this is your day to give, bless you. If this is the day for you to give a blessing, there is a card in the chair in front of you, and it says that in deep gratitude for all of my blessings, I place this card in the basket. I ask that these offerings be blessed, appreciated, and multiplied. It is my honor to give my blessing in this way. Thank you, God, universe, spirit. So let's say our affirmation together. My offering is my acceptance of God as the source of my supply, and it symbolizes my faith in the abundant flow of this supply.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Your love
Your love
will light.
will light the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Your joy
Your joy
will light.
will light the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Your peace
Your peace
will light
will light
the way.
Namaste.
these gifts go out into our community, they are blessed, they are multiplied, and they are truly a gift from God. God being the source of money and another expression of the divine. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you. If you're a visitor today for the first time, if you'd raise your hand, we have a gift for you. There we go. One over here. And over here. Thank you. In the back of the room. Welcome to our center. Welcome. You are I'm so blessed that you are here today. Thank you. You can take that coupon into the bookstore, and there's another gift for you for that. We have practitioners. Paula Manis has been holding the consciousness for you the entire service. And what that means is she has been praying for all of us to open our hearts, our minds, our souls, to receive all the good message that we have today. So Paula is a practitioner today. Bonnie Charney, who did that beautiful opening spiritual mind treatment, and Patrick Freeman. They are available to you for a 1-minute miracle, whatever you want to call it, is a short session with them. If you have hit a bump in the road and you need someone to see your truth for you, they're available at the back 2 tables and one in the Tranquility Room. So let's, all the practitioners please stand so we can acknowledge you, give you some love. Thank you. And anyone that has volunteered this week, please stand up. It takes a village to run a village, a sanctuary, a center, and we are so grateful for all of your time, talent, and your treasure. Okay, now it's time for our wonderful Clark Wilson.
Hello? Okay. All right, here we go. All right, before we get started on the announcements, we have a special guest with us today. His name is Craig, and he has a message that he would like to deliver at this time. So, Craig?
Good morning. Thank you, Reverend Reed, members of the Center for Spiritual Living. Thanks, Clark. I'm here today because my parents told me when I was little that you were to praise in public and reprimand in private. And about 14 years ago, through the power of Alexander Graham Bell, I heard an angelic voice on the other end of the line. And that woman saved my life. Not only did she save my life, but she changed my life because she taught me that I'm enough, that I matter, and that if I love myself, I can love everybody else. I was in an abusive relationship that no one knew about. This woman who introduced me to Melissa did some horrible things to me. But she projected, and so I was the problem. But after 4 or 5 phone sessions with Melissa, my life changed dramatically. I was in a dark place. I was ready to end my life, but I started listening to her voice every day. And I know that all these years later, she still loves me every day. And Melissa and Z are 2 of the most amazing people that I have never met. And I came today because I knew there was going to be a time or place, and I've tried to chase him on this trip, but on the 7th, I was in the hospital. On the 14th, I was in the hospital. And I was walking on the beach the other day, and I saw these two hobbling down the beach, and I knew it was them because I saw their aura clear. And I noticed that they're not walking the same as they had when I first saw their video. So today, as a thank you for saving my life and changing my life, I made them each a walking stick with their name on it, and I brought them their own You Matter card because they matter to me and they should matter to all of you. And I just want to say thank you to you guys for saving my life. Thank you so much. I hope this makes you guys walk a little straighter.
I'll never walk straight, but okay. Thank you. Oh, it's got a little
Thank
Z
you so
on it.
much.
Thank you. Thank you, Craig. Wow.
This is for you. You matter.
Wow. This is a surprise. Thank you, Craig. Wow. Wow.
I like it when that happens. Okie dokies, on with the business at hand. Okay, don't forget to sign up to host an event for gourmets and gatherings for God. Raise your hand if you have hosted an event or attended in the previous years. Who has hosted? Okay, we see a couple of people here. Where are they? Okay. We're going to come over here and we're going to talk with these lovely people who are here. Marge, stand up. Did you host or attend or both?
I attended many.
Good. Well, how did it go?
Oh, it was wonderful. We went to the Getty Museum one time with Arped was our leader there. And then I've been to an English tea. Ooh, yes. And they just flew out of my brain right then.
But did you have a good time?
I had a wonderful time, and I got to know different people that I hadn't known before.
That's a good reason to go, isn't it? That's a good reason to go. Thank you very much. Rita, did you host or attend or both?
We've done both, hosted and gone to a lot of the functions that we've had here, and it's all wonderful because it's a time for sharing one way or the other, whether you're doing it or you're receiving it, you're sharing. And the theme that one of the things I think that might make you feel get more interested is if you have some sort of a theme, then you can kind of go with it. And what we have done in the past, but since Grant is from New Zealand, we kind of that was our theme, and we did this feast and a presentation and introduced them to what goes on in New Zealand. So we always enjoyed it, and so that I would say if you're thinking about doing it, if you're thinking about doing something, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be a gourmet dinner or anything like that. You can do something casual. You can incorporate other kinds of activities. It's just in last year there was just really some interesting things. So, just let your imagination take you where you want to go. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rita. Yes, let your imagination run wild. Yes, mine does all the time. But I like to eat, too, so that's great. Okay, so thank you very much. Where am I at here? Okay. Oh, if you managed to be here last week and you managed to pick up a set of keys that are not yours, and they have a VW key fob, and let's see what else. They belong to Mary Brogdon. So please give them back because she is searching feverishly for them. Conscious Connection will meet after the service to discuss the topic of today's message. Adult Sunday School takes place at 12:30 today. Dr. Ellis will show a short video in the series Rescuing Jesus from Fundamentalism, allowing ample opportunities for discussion. The meditation class on Wednesday evenings at 6:30 to 8:30 is taught by Dr. Christian Steele. That is ongoing, so please attend that. This class is on a love offering basis. The book study is the book study taking a week off, Mary? No, that was last week. Okay. The book study is back on this week, and that, of course, is I believe what morning is that? Wednesday, okay, Wednesday. What do I know? Shifting Sands will meet as usual this Thursday, and the support group with Joyce Fournier on Zoom will meet this Friday at 8 a.m. And in case you haven't noticed, there is a mini mall over here with a whole bunch of wonderful products on it, and I want to invite our lovely guests to tell us all about them.
Okay, so we are online and traveling ministers. We don't have a brick and mortar home. We just go all around in our travel van, PJ, over there. PJ stands for Peace and Joy. So we have our mini mall over there, and we have all kinds of groovy stuff there. We got T-shirts and fridge magnets and books and online classes and music. And like that.
Goodies.
Yeah, so you can help support our ministry and take a piece of us home with you. Yeah.
Just a little
that.
piece.
Just a little piece. Just a little chunk
yeah.
of flesh. Yeah. All right.
The best thing I think about our table is signing up on our mailing list. So our mailing list is free, and if you would like to sign up, you will get 2 brand new videos every month. They're short and beautiful prayers and meditations and affirmations and things like that. And then also, every year, we write a new birthday song, wishing our friends happy birthday, and we make a video of said birthday song, and we send it to our friends on our mailing list at 12:02 a.m. on the morning of their birthday. So if you would like a birthday video from us each year, sign up. Actually, I think Ray's going to help us at the table to get you signed up on our mailing list.
And I want to thank Reverend Dr. Ellis again for having us here, the band, Josh, Karen, Mary, so many people have been, the whole community has been so welcoming to us. So we thank you again for having us. It's been wonderful. Clark.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, if you want some more information about any of the ongoing events here at the center, please check out this lovely brochure in the lobby with the beautiful mandala on the cover, or read the newsletter, or you could even possibly go to our website at cslcv.org and see that very creative and informative pop-up video. Right now, please do stand and sing. Oh, you shouldn't have left. Here, you want this one? No, you don't want this.
Okay, so
you.
yet another new song, but it's super easy to learn, and there's a prompt.
There's a prompt, which is this. I'm going to look like I'm saying oy vey, oy vey. So every time I do this, you say yes.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
There you are, at home too.
Yes. Oh, I
Okay,
heard them.
that's
I heard
it.
them.
And then there's
All
a
right.
little chorus that is the word yes, 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 yes. I say yes. That's the whole thing. You'll get it.
All right.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I say
Yes.
to the greatest good you have. Come on now. I say
Yes.
to this good, now let it bless me. All of the good that you wanna bring, I allow it and I say
Yes.
I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes again. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes. Yes, 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 yes. I say
Yes.
to the greatest joy you have for me.
Yes.
To this joy, and I let it bless me. All of that joy that you wanna bring, I I allow it, and I say,
Yes.
I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes again. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes.
Here we go.
See,
So much good,
so much good,
right on time.
right on time.
I can take it,
I can take it,
'cause it's mine.
'cause it's mine.
Spirit's gonna give it,
Spirit's gonna give it,
and I'm gonna get it,
and I'm gonna get it.
'cause I align
I align
with the divine.
with the divine.
Yes, I align
I align
with the divine.
with the divine. All of the joy that you wanna bring, I allow it, and I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes.
Yes, yes, yes. I say yes.
I say yes.
Yes,
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 yes.
I say yes.
I say yes,
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 yes, I say
yes.
So it is.
Yes. Woohoo! Repeat after me. I stand unapologetically confident,
I stand unapologetically confident,
knowing that everyone loves me,
knowing that everyone loves me,
even if they don't know it yet.
even if they don't know it yet.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Have a great
Amen.
day.